Welcome to Red Bull Sea to Sky, the best race of the year. If someone asks me if I've raced Sea to Sky, I'll just say, yeah, it's the best race of the year.
You just have to look behind me, that's why it's the most enjoyable race. You can do your riding and then come back and relax on the beach.
It's fun here in Kema. It's like racing and holiday with the guys.
And this is cliff bombing.
The main race is the hardest part of the race.
Just climbing and climbing and climbing until you reach the top of Mount Olympus and hands in the air like you just don't care.
No other race finishes like this.
It's always a close race as well, so it makes it more exciting.
Enjoy us on the racetrack.
Hello everyone from the seaside resort of Kemir, Turkey for the Red Bull Sea to Sky Hard-Enduro. Over the next few days, these riders will compete in a 3-stage event that has them racing on the beaches, in the forests, and then up a mountain to the sky at 2,300 meters. The riders are now lining up for the beach race, a 20-minute sprint around a sandy track of natural and man-made obstacles. And here we go, the start, Le Mans style. Right off the start, Spain's Xavi Galindo gets the whole shot. He is followed by his teammate and countryman, Alfredo Gomez. But here comes last year's beach race winner, number 2, Johnny Walker. He quickly takes the lead and sets the pace. Racing in the sand is Walker's specialty. Earlier in practice, we got a lesson on his technique for racing in these tricky conditions.
Hey, what's up? My name's Johnny Walker and I'm going to show you my technique to riding in the sand. Let's go. We're at the start. I'm going to set off in 3rd gear now so I get as much grip as I can and then just pin it through the sand. Coming into the corner, braking in, accelerating out of the corner, take off, jump the hole that everyone else is landing, brake into the corner and accelerate out. Brake coming in, accelerate out. This is a hard packed corner, so I'm coming round slow, just carrying my speed till I get straight, smooth on the power, then out, flat out, keep it low. Now I'm flat out on the sand. Lean back and just pin it. As fast as we can go, leaning back to keep the front end light and just turn her in. Carrying your speed. That's how I ride in the sand. Hopefully it's going to be good enough to win the beach race.
Back to the beach race, and Walker still holds on to the lead, but only by a few seconds. Alfredo Gomez on the blue, number 11, Huseberg, is right behind him. Number 5, Xavi Galindo has dropped back to 3rd, and he's being chased by the number 26 rider, Homero Diaz from Mexico. The purpose of the beach race is to set the field for the next stage of the event in the forest. With 1 lap to go, it's going to be a tight finish. And for the 3rd year in a row, Johnny Walker wins the beach race. Alfredo Gomez shows impressive speed and takes 2nd place, while his teammate Xavi Galindo holds off Homero Diaz just long enough for the last podium step.
It was good. I didn't get the start that I'd hoped for, and I wanted to lead from the start, but I managed to get past them. I think it was on the 1st lap, and then just pulled a little gap, and then just took it easy from there.
It was very good beach race for me. 2nd position is unbelievable. Just I have 1 week on the bike. It's amazing.
With the day done, the focus shifts to the next stage of the event, the forest race. Bull Sea to Sky is relatively young when compared to the other hard-enduro events, but the experienced team behind the race sees its potential for a bright future.
Our first experience in organizing extreme enduro competition started with Red Bull Romaniacs that we have done now for 10 years. So I get asked by Red Bull if I can help out to also get the Red Bull Sea to Sky in a similar dimension. Together with the Enduro Club are organizing the Red Bull Sea to Sky competition. This is the third Red Bull Sea to Sky competition. But there has also been a Sea to Sky competition before Red Bull got involved in this event. So it has been happening now 4 times. In the first year, it was a bit of a different race concept. And so now the race is a 3-day competition with beach, forest and mountain. Yeah, Red Bull Sea to Sky is definitely a difficult competition, but we do not want to and do not need to be the hardest race in the world. We just want to be a tough, demanding race that is a lot of fun for the competitors.
The thing that makes it great is like the sunshine. We don't get that in England, so you know, to come away race on the beach in front of all the hot chicks and that, it's awesome.
There's always a good atmosphere, you know, like the tourists come, they've probably never seen anything like this, so there's a few heads turning, looking what we're doing. So it's introducing people to the sport as well, and something they've never seen.
This year, all eyes are on 2-time winner Graham Jarvis and 2-time runner-up Johnny Walker.
Yeah, I've been second both times I've been here, so you know, I want to go one better, but Graham, he's having a good year. You know, it's going to be hard to take him down.
So if I win this year, it'll be 3 wins on the trot, so I'm still hungry as ever. Still really want that win, and it's bound to get, as I get older, it's going to get more difficult to win, and Johnny's going to get getting faster and new riders coming along.
But a rookie to Sea to Sky could steal the spotlight. Alfredo Gomez, whose podium finishes at Erzberg and Romaniacs, make him a front-runner against the giants, even with an injury.
I don't know if I'm ready to win here. I have a little injury in my hand, but I try to win. Why not?
Yeah, Alfredo Gomez, he's had a good year. He beat me at Erzberg and Romaniacs, so you know, I'm going to try and change that here, but he's definitely going to be a tough one to beat in a few years to come.
It's day 2 at Red Bull Sea to Sky. A 37-kilometer forest stage will determine the starting order for tomorrow's main event.
It's like just one big loop, pretty technical in some places, but super loose, rolly, gravelly stuff. Some nice trails in the trees, up some dried riverbeds that are super nice.
It's not one of the most difficult races, but it's good because you got some easier riding near the sea, and it's challenging but not too over the top that you're so tired you can't enjoy it.
The way you start is how you finish in the beach race, so you know, I'll try and finish first and just push as hard as I can to try and win the forest race as well.
Johnny Walker picks up right where he left off in the beach race. The KTM Red Bull rider starts off first and never looked back. Number 11, Alfredo Gomez is riding high after a second place in the beach race.
Yeah, for me it was a fantastic result yesterday, second on the beach race, because I'm expecting to finish on top 10 was good for me, so I'm really happy.
But today would not be the day Gomez had hoped for, as mechanical problems with the rear brakes set him off the pace. The top riders will finish the race in just over an hour, while the less experienced riders wish they were back on the beach. But eventually they will all get to the end. Only then can they have their swim in the water. After the work on the track is done, the guys take to the Turkish Riviera for some R&R, hard-enduro style.
Yeah, it's so nice to be on the beach and you go off round the corners on the speedboats or whatever you want to do, and you can go parascending and wakeboarding, jet skiing, so many little things to do.
Yeah, it's definitely good coming here, you know, come a few days early and have a bit of fun as well. A lot of English guys as well, so we can have a good bit of banter and a bit of fun.
Yeah, fantastic jump.
My cliff jumping definitely wasn't up to standard. I'm improving each year, but this year I definitely took the chicken with it on that one.
It's cool the relationship we had with the other riders, because we got there like before the race starts and we all just hang out together and just do like, we went cliff diving and jet skiing and that, so it was all real good fun. But you know, when we put the helmet on and get on that start line, it's a different story. It's just every man for himself and first one to the finish.
I didn't realise you could go through the water that fast. Felt like a dolphin, but just in a washing machine.
Day 2 continues with the forest race, and the riders are nearing the end of this fast 37-kilometer loop. The purpose of the forest race is to seed the riders for the main event tomorrow. Getting a top 10 finish ensures a front row start. This year features 130 riders from 19 different nations. Some may be new to Sea to Sky, but they are no strangers when it comes to motorsports.
I've heard a lot about it for the last couple of years that it's been on. And I'm doing some promotional tours, to countries like here in Turkey with the importer, and so it looked like a great opportunity to see what this one's all about.
This race has the 3 key elements for racing. It has good riders, good organization, and bringing the race close to the public. I think those are the key elements for a good race. And this race has it all.
As the spectators eagerly await the first rider, it's no surprise when Johnny Walker arrives. He led wire to wire with the fastest time of the day, 1 hour, 10 minutes and 17 seconds. Alfredo Gomez arrives next. Although he had mechanical problems, he's still on the front row for the main event tomorrow. Graham Jarvis was back in form. After starting in 9th, the world's best rider takes 3rd place today. But Andreas Lettenbichler was even faster. His lap of 1 hour 11 minutes was only 2nd to Walker. He may have been 2nd today, but he was the first pro to crash in the water. The rest of the competitors begin reaching the finish. It may look simple enough to reach it, but think again. Day 2 comes to a close, and with the best riders in the world all in the front row tomorrow, the race to the top of the mountain could be the closest in history.
Tomorrow we've got the main race, and hopefully I'll have qualified on the front row, which is the main thing, and then I'll just ride like I did today, maybe a bit more, and push as hard as I can to the top of the mountain.
So today was giving like 95%, but tomorrow it's going to be after 110% maximum effort tomorrow.
We are ready for tomorrow. I don't know if my hand will be okay. I think so. So we are ready for the top 3. And why not win?
Of course, I'm also expecting that Graham is going to do what he always does, and most likely will go for the win. And also, I would also bet that not much more than 20 people will see the top of the mountain.
this is the day of the mountain race.
Them other two races don't really count, they're just like, you know, qualifying, so this is the one that matters the most.
It's just top guys are all on the front row, so it's just 110% today.
Finally, the matchup everyone's been waiting to see. Jarvis going for his third win in a row while Walker tries to break his string of runner-up finishes.
I'm real nervous, my stomach's going, my heart's beating, you know. I struggled to eat this morning, so hopefully that doesn't bother me too much.
But the pressure is certainly more on Jarvis. A loss here would be his first of the year and dash his hopes for that perfect season.
Just looking at the start here, so it's about half a mile to the first corner, and it's a left up the river from nearly 10 kilometres, I think, up the river, and then it starts to get a bit more technical on one line.
And then it just starts getting, all hell breaks loose, and you just start climbing and climbing and climbing.
Yeah, it's a 2 hours race today, and I think with some difficult sections.
There's a new gully in Dark Canyon, which is a few of us have walked it, and it's pretty gnarly.
And now a 2,300-meter ascent up to Mount Olympus will separate the contenders from the pretenders. Johnny Walker gets off to a great start and leads the way into the first turn. But the pack is hunting him down. It will be important for him to create a sizable lead here in the flatlands because soon enough, the technical sections begin. That's also Jarvis's time to shine. The riders will head straight through this rocky riverbed for about 10 kilometers until they begin their ascent up the mountain. The subsequent rows of riders are released every minute, all with one goal in mind, to get to the finish. And now the ascent begins. Johnny Walker arrives first. He's shaken off his nerves and upset stomach. More importantly, he has made a 2-minute gap on the rest of the field. The next competitor through the tunnel is the #1 rider, Graham Jarvis. Now he'll look to put his skills to work. The tougher the terrain, the better he gets. But he wasn't expecting to be this far behind Walker, nor did he anticipate Andreas Lettenbichler in the red jersey and the number 11 Alfredo Gomez to be riding on his back wheel. And just behind this group is Paul Bolton, who took 3rd place last year, followed by number 10, Doogie Lampkin, and Germany's Philipp Schultz riding number 6. The game is on. Up until now, Walker has looked strong, but up ahead is the treacherous section, Dark Canyon. This could be a game changer. As we've witnessed, the region around Kemmer is a dirt biker's paradise. Earlier in the week, the boys got together on the beach for an all-out expression session. In all hard-enduro events, there is a signature section that defines the race. This year at Sea to Sky, it's called Dark Canyon. This massive climb of sharp, jagged black rock will be the toughest test of the day, and it's still a long way from the finish. Johnny Walker arrives first, but he's lost most of his lead because guess who's joined the party? Jarvis. The silent assassin is now right behind him. This cannot be a good feeling for Walker, who has worked so hard to build a lead only to see it slip away just like last year. Also in the mix is Alfredo Gomez, who has passed Andreas Lettenbichler for third place. Just near the base of Dark Canyon, Lettenbichler can be found fixing his bike. Once again, it appears that mechanical problems are the cause of his fate at Sea to Sky. The leaders have finally emerged from the forest. It's a clear shot now to the summit. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide for Walker. Graham now has Johnny right where he wants him, and the youngster is beginning to struggle from fatigue. Jarvis goes for his shot at the lead, but he misjudges the line. Johnny escapes briefly until his bike stalls. Jarvis is getting closer once again. With 100 meters to go, Jarvis is still within striking distance. Walker gives it everything and maneuvers up the steep cliff to secure a few extra meters. He can feel the victory now. And the third edition of the Red Bull Sea to Sky belongs to Johnny Walker. Third time is the charm for the Brit. Jarvis gave it his all and will accept his first defeat of an unbelievable season.
This race has been really good for me. I pushed from the start, and it wasn't too hard, but it wasn't too easy. So it was a real race at the end.
I was just right on his tail, just trying to get past. Somehow two or three attempts to get past off the line, but just couldn't make it stick. But Johnny's rode really well, so big congratulations to him.
Another rider can be seen in the distance. After passing Lettenbichler early on, Alfredo Gomez makes it to the summit for the last spot on the podium.
I catch Letty, overtake him in one stupid place because he take the wrong direction. I'm happy to be here in the podium. Last 2 weeks, I don't know if I can be here or not.
And I knew there was no chance trying to restart it. I knew that was the end. And one of the photographers put his cameras down and said, let's push it. And I thought, luckily I got some more friends to come down and give us a hand. And Johnny came down now, and we pulled the bike up to the top. So that was fantastic to get the finish.
Yeah! 28 riders in all made it to the top of Mount Olympus, and history was made as 2 competitors became the first Turkish riders ever to reach the summit on the final day. The 2013 edition of Red Bull Sea to Sky has come to an end. Once again, its reputation as the world's most enjoyable hard enduro did not disappoint. Till next year, the mountains and the sea await. Congratulations to Johnny Walker as he takes his second career hard enduro win and breaks the streak of Graham Jarvis. Here's the unofficial world ranking of the best hard enduro riders on the planet. With Sea to Sky behind them, the riders head to Portugal for Extreme Lagares. I'm Troy Mannering saying so long, keep the rubber side down, until next time on Hard Enduro.